Hi, everybody. My name is Ojas Rege. I'm the General Manager for Privacy and Data Governance at OneTrust, and welcome to Microsoft Ignite. We are thrilled to be here at the show, and of course, we know you all are too. And it also gives us an opportunity to share with you some of the work that OneTrust has been doing. Specifically, we're going to dive into AI agents and why they are going to be so fundamental for every single privacy program to be able to scale as we move forward. Today, in this video, we're actually going to separate it into two sections. The first is an overview of our strategy working with Microsoft, how we're working with Security Copilot, with Sentinel Data Lake, with Purview, and so forth. And in the second part of this video, Kevin Jones, our Senior Director of Product Management, is going to take you for a live demo. So you'll be able to see some elements of what we're building with these AI agents. There's only so much you can do in a short video, but we're hoping that gives you a good taste of what's happening now and what's to come. So with that, let's get started.
OneTrust is the world's largest privacy and consent management platform. Our focus is to help our customers responsibly use data and AI. Privacy is a data problem. The reason that all of the elements of the Microsoft Sentinel platform are so important for the work that we're doing is that platform provides organizations a full view of their data estate. We're building multiple agents in partnership with Microsoft. Agents are going to be fundamental for the future of the way companies manage privacy. Privacy won't scale without AI agents. We've been looking at all the different ways that we can use agents, ways that they can help our customers. And the types of problems that are top of mind for us are the ones that are information intensive and have a lot of activities that need to be repeated again and again. Building an agent starts by evaluating what the process is that you're automating. So much of adoption depends on simple deployment. This has been one of the big advantages for us in working with Microsoft because the agent marketplace that Microsoft is putting in place will make it easy for customers to find the different agents that are out there and then deploy them with minimal technical work on behalf of the customer to get them working within a system like OneTrust. There's so much work we're doing right now on agentic AI. But it's the tip of the iceberg. This is going to affect every single business process at our customers. We're just getting started.
So now we're going to dive into the product. As I mentioned, Kevin Jones, our Senior Director of Product Management, is going to walk you through a slice of what the privacy agent does. Let me give you a little bit of context. There's a lot of documents that companies have. There's a lot of regulations that exist. There's a lot of information that you have to pull together to do a privacy risk assessment. What you're going to see in the demo is Kevin actually interacting as the human in the loop with the agent as the agent goes and scans those documents, assesses those regulations, figures out what information exists to be able to pre-populate the risk assessment. This makes the entire risk assessment process much more scalable and, very importantly, much more accurate and effective for the organization. So here you go, Kevin. Show us how the product works.
What you can do now is you can come in and start a conversation with the privacy risk assessment agent. So I need to invoke this agent by saying hi, and the agent's going to start off by basically asking me some initial questions so that it can start to understand the scope and path that we need to go down. So it asks me for a brief description, as well as any example docs that are available. So I'm going to say, please review the marketing campaign launch document. And I'm going to attach that file here. And so the agent will process this file, and then as soon as it's done processing, I'll give it the okay to start reviewing that information I provided. And so it's going to think through this process. It's going to look at any of the documents that I've provided. And the first thing it's going to do is it's going to identify any of the new business processes that are documented in that in the content that was provided. So it's correctly identified the name of this new process. It's given me the description. It's figured out what the purpose of processing is. And this is coming from data that has already been defined in the platform. So you'll be able to have a consistent inventory of your purposes and your processing activities, etc. So the first thing I need to do is approve this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then what the agent's going to do now is it's going to create all of the required records. And then based on what it found in that the document that I shared with it, it's going to try and recommend the appropriate assessment template, as some organizations have multiple. That's the correct one for analyzing this type of project. So it's picked the privacy risk assessment, it's given me the assessment name, deadline, and the respondent. Now, before it actually creates any of this, I do have the opportunity to make any changes. So I can say something like, please reassign to Kevin Jones, kjones at OneTrust.com. Okay, so it's updated the respondent to Kevin Jones. So I can say looks good. And so again, it's going to ask me for a final approval. You'll get this type of interface anytime the agent is about to take action that is either creating new records or updating existing records in the system, so that you always have that human in the loop mechanism to control what these agents are doing. So it's created the assessment, and now what it's going to do is it's going to start gathering information from any of the relevant related inventories. For example, if there's any assets defined in the document that exist, or if there's any other additional related context that we have in our system, it'll pull that down, plus any of the information in the documents that were provided to answer these questions. So we can go in and take a look at that. And so as you see, we haven't gotten everything, but the agent was able to answer 30 out of 33 questions, about 91%.
So what you saw there was a slice of time in the life of the privacy agent. Lots more to come. Please visit our booth at Ignite, and we're happy to roll up our sleeves and walk you through the whole process, how we're integrating with the Microsoft stack, how this changes the privacy model for a company, and most importantly, how it allows every enterprise to be able to scale their privacy programs in a way that just was not possible before AI. Thank you very much.